Are you hungry? Hunger cues. That's one of the things that I really was thinking about a lot today with a client. This idea that do people really even know what it means to be hungry anymore? And before you come at me in the comments, I'm not suggesting that we starve ourselves to understand hunger, but I think a lot of what's happening these days, and I see it a lot with my clients, is that we have such saturated foods and things are so processed and hyper sweet and hyper this and that, that people don't really even understand what it means to be hungry anymore. In other words, your gut literally will tell you when you're hungry, and that gut, listen to your gut, that's real. Meaning when you're hungry, your stomach starts growling, like there's actual hormones and things that are secreted, and you have your leptin and your ghrelin, that's your hunger. These are hormones and these are cues. And I think part of the thing that I work on with clients is when they're talking about overeating, or they're not even hungry and then they eat. I hear that a lot when they're going over their calories, or and their goal is improving their body composition or fat loss, and they're grabbing sweets and things like that, and they're like, I'm not even hungry, I was just snacking mindlessly. Part of it is, I think that people really have not have unlearned what hunger cues really mean, and what it really means to be full and satiated, and really your gut tells you that. And so I'm not suggesting people stop eating or overeating, but really understanding like what it really means to be hungry, and really understanding serving sizes. And so a lot of the times, even though people are scared of numbers and macros and calories, with clients that I coach, once they understand the numbers, it actually makes things a lot less stressful, and they become much more in touch with their body, listening to their gut. So, this serving, like, what is this? How many ounces of chicken is this? Like 6 ounces, right? Say, for example, and say I see someone and they're eating 16 ounces, and then I tell them, well, 16 ounces, do you really need 16 ounces of chicken? Because that's, or 18 ounces, that's like 3 times like a normal serving, right? And they're like, no, I was just, talking, and I was like stressed out, or I was bored, or like I was just snacking and I wasn't really thinking about it. Well, once you learn like what a normal serving size is, that's number one. So it's just understanding the numbers. And then number two is like really thinking about like, what am I eating? Am I full? Am I eating because I'm stressed? I'm sad? I'm tired? I'm angry? I have unresolved issues somewhere else, and I'm eating my feelings. And so that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about, is just the idea of really understanding hunger and getting back to this idea of these, staying away from a lot of, oh, that's my third point, hyper palatable foods, like things that like are excessively fake sweet, sugary, like fake stuff in them. I think that also throws off like your sense of being full. So anyways, just getting back to that basic notion of understanding like what is a real portion size, and then really sitting down and maybe being slower about eating, or maybe just actually thinking about what you're eating, or maybe thinking like, am I full? Right? Just thinking about that first. So that's my quick tips for today about hunger and just understanding your own hunger.